YouTube, back with another video, man. This is a very important video to me. So last night I had a dream, right? But first, before I tell y'all the dream, I have to break down so it makes more sense. So as you can see by the title, sleep is the brother of death, or sleep is the cousin of death. I think I'm gonna go with sleep is the cousin of death because of Nas, and it'll probably get a little more clicks. But if you don't know where that stems from, it stems from Greek mythology, right? I have it right here. In Greek mythology, Hypnos is sleep. That's the god of sleep. And Thanatos is the god of death, right? Which are twin brothers. So ever since I was young, I'll say I had my first paranormal experience. I'll quickly go over that. It was around 6 weeks after my grandmother's funeral. My mom was sleeping and I was awake and crawled over the edge of the bed. And she said my great-great-grandmother caught me, whose funeral was 6 weeks prior, caught me and gave me back to her. That's what she said. And so, as I got older, one of my cousins, it started 6 months before he passed away. I had 3 different dreams seeing him in the casket, right? And then a year and 6 months before my great-grandmother passed away, who is the daughter of the lady I said caught me, once she passed, but a year and 6 months before she passed away, she gave me a hug. She didn't say it out of her mouth, but telepathically communicating, she told me her soul was leaving. You know what I'm saying? And so I always had a connection. Another thing too, when I was in, I want to say 10th grade, somebody passed away at the school. I didn't know the dude, but I had a dream that we were in a school, just kicking it, just having fun in the school, the dude that passed away. And so I've been weary of talking about my experiences, but it's no reason to do that. Like, I wanted to talk about this dream. I didn't really have anyone necessarily to talk to that I felt like would understand, so I'm gonna talk to the camera. So I always knew I had a connection with death in those type of ways, with assisting people realizing that you're dead. You know what I'm saying? That you have to let go of all these human things so you can move forward. Another thing, it is a difference between soul and spirit. Soul comes from consciousness, the creator, the universe, God, whatever you identify it as. And then spirit is the consciousness, what you build up from the time of birth until the time you die. That's the spirit. So when people say they see ghosts, that's spirits. That's not souls. Souls go back to where they came from, recycle. It's just the energy that comes from God or the creator, right? So last night I had a dream. I am walking down a dirt road and I smoke cigars, and I'm going through a 7-day fast where I'm not going to be smoking them, and I don't plan to after that. So I'm walking and I'm like, dang, I ain't got no money, but I need to get some cigars. So I'm walking this dirt road and I know I'm going towards a gas station. So I see 18-wheelers parked. It's an RV to the left, and a little farther down the road, there's 18-wheelers parked. There's 3 of them, right? The 18-wheeler, I decide to go in and find some change. So when I go in the 18-wheeler, I find 3 different little sacks of change with all different forms of change in it, from a silver dollar to dimes and pennies. So once I do that, I get out the car. It's 3 different separate bags. I get out the car, I get out the 18-wheeler, and I see somebody seeing me do it. So I say, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave the door open. Somebody already known I went in there, so I say, fuck it. Walk to the gas station, gas station was closed. And so, I'm gonna wait for that. Well, quick interruption. If you know who New Life Tools is, he's talked about going to the afterlife and sometimes, if that's what you want to call it, and where people would walk around that were alcoholics and trying to find alcohol, and the stores were always closed. So all this stuff, I'm conscious while I'm doing it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not conscious enough to control it, but I'm conscious enough to know I'm dreaming and what's going on. So get to the store, I see it's closed. As soon as I'm leaving the store, about to walk back on the dirt road, a smaller white girl, maybe 10 years old, she seen me. So we just started conversating and walking together. We walked past the truck. You know what I'm saying? The dude who owns the truck has yet to come back and see. But then there's people out there, so we keep walking. And by the time we get to the RV, which is probably a quarter of the mile before or after, since we walking back there, a quarter of the mile after the trucks, that's when it was a green truck, a green 18-wheeler, like a dark green, older 18-wheeler, like from the 80s. So we see it coming up the road. She immediately hit the feet. I'm hitting the feet too, you know what I'm saying? And so we're running. That she is running so fast, I'm trying to keep up with her, but we running. 18-wheeler can't catch it. The 18-wheeler cannot catch us. So we end up running to a house, right? We get to the house, it's probably, everything looks like the 80s. So we're running to like just, of course it looks like the regular world, but everything is like from the 80s. But there's people there that don't look like they're from the 80s. So we get to the house. We just walking around. We get in the house. It's an older house, like looks like it's from the 80s. I don't remember seeing any TVs or anything in there. So as we're in there, it's people in the house. It's more people in the house. But we get to this back room, and then it's a lady I've never seen before. She looks like a Hispanic lady, some type of Dominican or Puerto Rican. I think she was probably Puerto Rican or Dominican, either one. And she's trying to seduce me. And as the house does not look like it's just dirty, but it is kind of junky a little bit. And it seems like people were in there maybe doing drugs or sexual favors. And that's just kind of what the vibe I got. She came in there trying to seduce me. And she was very good at it at the beginning. And so I almost fell for it. But then as it advanced, I seen her was this big. It was this big. It was like a gaping hole. I'm like, nah, I don't. I'm like, nah, never mind. And so she was kind of frustrated about that. Ended up walking out the house. It's maybe 7 of us from all different type of races. It was like 2 black guys. So when I get outside, I just like, yeah, she tried to walk the band, but her jump was just big. And I said, nah. He was like, boy, you tripping. I just hit that. That's what he told me. He was like, you tripping. I just hit that. And so we out there. She ends up walking out there. We just conversating, conjugating. And out of nowhere, a guy runs from the house. And I know my mind created a lot of these things, but I'm going to get on to the point. A guy runs out the house with a axe. He's like, dude just hit me and I can't die. He hit me on my head. He came out and he's normal. He's normal again. He's like, dude just hit me in my head and bro, we cannot die. There's no way to escape this. That's what he's telling us. He was like, there's no way to escape this. So he's mad. He wants to take his frustration out on other people. So as he's chasing other people, I'm standing there observing. I'm like, they're saying we can't escape this. And I'm thinking to myself, it's hard for them to escape it, but you have to let go of what you were holding on to. What did you die holding on to? That's all I'm thinking in my mind. As they're going crazy, the little white girl is with me. She's chill. She seems like she knows what's going on. We're kind of on the same mind frame. You know what I'm saying? People that help people transition. We're kind of on that same mind frame. So that's why we met at first, and that's why we kicking it. She wanted me to see that experience. Remember, this is a dream. This is what my mind created. So as that happened, I'm just sitting there like, they just don't know what's holding them back. They just cannot realize and see you're not alive anymore. You know what I'm saying? This is just the afterlife. This is where your spirit has went to because you were so held on to this world. And I realized that addiction was the whole reason I'm walking to the store, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you're damn near just as bad, because this addiction can hold you back. You want to feel it. Like, if we don't, you got to realize spirit is what you create through life. I've been knowing this. I just don't talk about this stuff on the internet. But now I'm starting to open up to it. So the moral of the whole story is the things that we hold on to this life, the things that are so important to us that we feel like we just can't let go, it will keep you in a cycle of reincarnation. And I know I've had past lives. I may make a video about it. I'm pretty sure I probably already made a video talking about past lives on here. If not, I'll make one in the future. Who cares? I can make another one. I've grown. Time has went by. But, yeah, so it was something else I wanted to mention. I enjoyed that dream. It was a great experience for me to realize. It taught me a valuable lesson about something. It reminded me of a valuable lesson I learned. You cannot hold on to whatever it is. You cannot be attached to this human existence. You know what I'm saying? We have things that we love about it, but realize this is just a human experience. The spirit is great, but it can be stuck in different worlds, which is just your consciousness can be stuck in different worlds. So you're going through lesson after lesson after lesson. Like when that guy got hit with the axe, I guess that's what happened to him. Or that's just what my mind created, because yesterday I did see an axe. So came out the house, want to take his anger out on other people, and they are running. The people that were, only me and the little girl was aware of what was actually happening. And so want to just take it out on other people. And so it showed that the Puerto Rican lady stuck in lust. The dude got stuck in violence. I was stuck in trying to find black and milds. You know what I'm saying? And the store ended up being closing. So I said, F it. Let's go to the house. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of fun running from that 18-wheeler. It was just exciting. You know what I'm saying? But hope you enjoyed this story time. It was something else I wanted to mention. But I could make a part 2, or I can just talk about it in another video if I come to remember. But I don't want the video to be too long. Hope you enjoyed this story time, man. Appreciate y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. Keep growing spiritually. Keep advancing. But also remember, you are in this physical world, so enjoy the physical existence. You know what I'm saying? But don't be too attached. Don't let what happens in this world just put you in a distraught where you're like, oh, I can't even live without this. I don't want to live anymore. You know what I'm saying? This and that. Enjoy this existence while you have it. And don't be too attached. You know what I'm saying? But enjoy it. Enjoy life. Live life to the fullest. Get what you desire out of life. But realize this is just an experience. Simple as that. Love y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. Let's go.